Welcome back to another episode here on the Oshay Vlog Cast Channel. And I'm here with my man Donovan Sharpe, and we have an excellent show today. Kyle, why you should never agree to an early date with a woman. And we're here with Donovan Sharpe. Guys, I'm sorry about the wait, because at first we are going to do it later on today. Then Donovan was free, and then I had a situation that came up, and then now he's, a little bit busy. And so we're free now. So I'm glad to have him back. What's going on, Donovan?
Not too much, man. Just enjoying my Sunday morning, getting a lot of the back work done on my website. Getting actually, when I get done doing what I'm doing today, I've got an article that I'm going to write that's going to go on negromanosphere.com this Wednesday regarding the whole Drake versus Pusha T situation. So that'll be interesting to be sure. And just to be clear, I'm not going to take sides on the Drake Pusha T situation, because to be honest with you, I don't really know about it. But I think that this particular beef is indicative of the goings on in the Black community, as far as like all of these beefs and going back and forth. And while I'm on the subject, Oshay, I'll just do a seamless segue into this. A lot of you guys saw the podcast last Sunday, when we talked about why you should get a girl's phone number rather than giving a girl your phone number. And Alan Roger Curry disagreed. He came on and we debated back and forth. Alpha Male Strategies joined us a little bit later, and we sort of had a three-way dialogue going. Yeah, things got heated, as they always do and should, especially when you have two or more men who feel very strongly about their position, and they're going to defend it, vehemently. And a lot of people in the chat asked these questions. A lot of I don't know who it was, because I was too busy in the debate, but people are asking, well, why did why did Alan Roger Curry get so emotional? Gentlemen, that's not emotion. What that was that you saw from him, that was passion. You guys have to understand, man. Alan Roger Curry has spent the better part of the last 3 decades building the Mode 1 brand, guys. It is his life's work. And at the end of the day, that Alan Roger Curry he was running game on women before it was even called game. He's been in the game a lot of, longer than you niggas have even been alive, right? Like when he started running game, a lot of y'all niggas hadn't even been born yet. So for people to besmirch him in the comments like that, I found that disrespectful. Now, of course, at the end of the podcast, everybody seemed to be cool. Then Alan, I think, released a video, and I watched the video or whatever. But here's the thing. I reached out to Alan as soon as I watched the video. We worked it out, and everything's fine. I'm not going to get into a back and forth with him, because that's not what I do. And a lot of people might say, well, Donovan, you're a weak-ass nigga for not going back at him, bruh. Show your manhood. Nah, bruh. It takes a strong man. It takes strong men to work shit out on their own without airing their dirty laundry for the public to see and forcing people to take sides. That's exactly what me and Alan Roger Curry did. And at the end of the day, guys, he and I, we speak the same language. We just happen to use a different dialect. That doesn't make me or him right or wrong. So that's what it is, dude. Me and ARC, we handled this like men. We handled this like mature men. We're not going to sit here and air out our dirty laundry. Listen, we had a disagreement. We got loud. We got emotional about it. This is going to happen. And a lot of people like to say, well, why are you getting so emotional? Why are you getting mad? Dude, this is what happens when you feel strongly about what you are talking about. You can't expect men like us to be monotone. Well, I feel no, man. We're gonna get loud. We're gonna get animated, and we're gonna have words. That's just how it is. But at the end of the day, man, we're on the same team. And for people who want to see Black YouTubers go back and forth with each other, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit about guys who do that. If that's what you want to do, that's your thing. That's not me. I choose to handle things a different way. That doesn't mean I'm better or worse than any other man, but if somebody has a problem with me, I go straight to the source, or they come straight to me, and I work this out behind closed doors, or rather, off camera. I don't air out my dirty laundry. I'm not saying guys that do are good or bad. I'm just saying that's not how I handle things. So if you guys are expecting me to do a response video, it's going to be a long way, because that's not happening. I've already worked things out with ARC, and he's coming on my show next Wednesday, June 14th, 7 o'clock p.m. on DonovanSharpe.com. So definitely looking forward to that.
All right, and guys, I really appreciate those brothers working it out. You guys don't know, me and Donovan had a pretty good falling out before behind the scenes when we first started writing. So this is like, it's
Oh
not
yeah,
like
this
it's
was back in
uncommon.
December of 16. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Donovan
remember
Sharpe
that.
was kind of in the doghouse with me a little bit, but we worked it out. Like you said, we've done some great things, man, since then.
Yeah.
So, and the thing that's bigger than this is this NegroManosphere.com. It's bigger than all of us, right? We've built this great community with all of
It
these
doesn't do
brothers.
anybody. Listen, man, it doesn't do any good for us to fight with each other. It just doesn't do any good. To me, all it is, it's almost like it's like Mandingo fighting, right?
Yeah.
It's like two niggas fighting until somebody dies, and dude, nobody wins in that situation. Whose side are you gonna take, Alan Roger Curry or Donovan Sharpe? Dude, we're on the same side. There's no side to take. Well, ARC won the argument. Donovan Sharpe won the argument. Nobody won or lost. We simply exchanged ideas, exchanged words, and as a matter of fact, I actually learned a lot from that particular podcast. I am still rooted in my beliefs. I didn't hear anything from either Alpha Male Strategies or Alan Roger Curry that changed my position. But it would be disingenuous of me to say that I didn't learn a little something. So maybe I'll incorporate that in future videos, maybe not. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, fuck that nigga. He said this, he said that. No, man. I reached out to ARC. We worked it out. I'm not going to say everything is cool again. Things were never not cool. I reached out to him. We worked it all out. He's coming on the show. It's all good.
Right. So guys, thank you for that. That was a pretty good show, classic show. And so hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back on regular schedule. I'm leaving tonight, going back to Poland. So just basically got to say that. So let's do that. We have 96 people here. Let's get the likes up here. Let's kind of go on today's topic, man, because we're going to do a little bit of a little bit combined show. But you want to talk about, you wrote an awesome article on NegroManosphere.com called "Why You Should Never Agree to an Early Date with a Woman." Let's kind of get what drove your need to write an article based off of this.
Well, it's interesting because I remember, I think it was about 6 months ago, I saw, it was either Facebook or an Instagram post, and I think it was a story written by the New York Post or some, internet, whatever. And it was talking about how women use men for dates in order to feed themselves. This is like an epidemic. There are so many girls out there who use Tinder, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, to do nothing but feed themselves. They know that if they swipe right or they start talking to a guy, they know all they have to do is make themselves available for the date. They know the guy is going to pay for the date, so they get fed. So what they're doing is they're using this to get fed. They have no intention of fucking these guys, no intention whatsoever. But they indirectly make the guy think that they're interested by simply showing up, eating expensive meals, and then bouncing. And of course, the world lost their fucking minds when a guy, I think they called him the dine and dash dater, was actually doing it to women. Oh, this is such a crime. Throw him in jail. Blah, 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 blah. Dude, bitch has been doing this for the last 5 years. Where's articles about that? Right? Why aren't we throwing her to the gallows? So one dude decides to flip the script, and all of a sudden we had a fucking problem with it. So, but the point is that when women do this, they never do the dine and dash dating on an early date. What they do is you feed her at 5 and he fucks her at 8 or later. That's how that goes.
Right. So let me ask you this real quick, right? Because we also want to talk about an early date, and let's kind of mix that in with another article that you wrote, which is like, don't approach. What was the name of that title of that article?
Oh yeah. Don't approach if she doesn't show interest.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Could a guy approach a woman that doesn't really show interest, and then she will then put him in the category like, yo, all right, I'm not really checking for this nigga, but I'll let him take me out to eat? Is that one of the downfalls of things that can happen if you are approaching women who are not showing interest?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This happened to me a lot in Vegas, and it didn't take me long. It didn't take me long to figure out that girls that I would take out to dinner on first dates were girls that I was not fucking, right? Okay. And so it's almost like you do the math. You approach a woman on the street who you don't know. She's showing no indicators of interest. You just go up and cold approach her. Now later on in the game, I got a lot of easy lays from that, but early on I had to learn the hard way how to distinguish a woman who wants to go out with you because she might want to fuck you, or a woman who just wants to use you for dinner. And there were two things actually that helped me to show this. Number one, if she doesn't want to fuck you, she wants you to go on an early date. And number two, if you take her on a dinner date, you automatically lose points with her. And a lot of guys may think, well, why would I lose points with her? Why would she lose attraction? I took her out to dinner. That's what you're supposed to do. No, taking a woman, you as a man, you should only take a woman out to dinner if she earns that privilege. Don't, because here's the thing. You go to a sit-down restaurant. The server comes and serves you, serves her. She's ordering for herself. I want this, that, and the third. So already you're showering her with a free meal for doing nothing but showing up with a vagina. That and this is where a lot of guys go wrong. Well, I took her out to dinner and I was a gentleman. Why? I've taken her out to dinner 3 times. Why haven't I fucked her? Because you've already put her on a pedestal. You've already put her on a pedestal because of the fact that a dinner date is pedestalizing women. A lot of men don't understand that. By taking her out to dinner, you were already pedestalizing her. And guys you can be as alpha as you want to be. You can run all the red pill game in the world you want. All of that is nullified by the fact that you took her to Applebee's or Outback or TGI Fridays and dropped $80 on food and drinks without her having to do anything but show up. Listen, never deprive a woman the privilege of working for your affection. If you give her all that attention and spend money on her and give her all that attention without her having earned it first, and by the way, just showing up and being a woman is not earning your affection, guess what? She's going to lose respect for you as a natural byproduct of the game. That's not the way it goes. Make her earn that dinner. So then people would say, well, Donovan, where should I take her? Dude, take her to the museum, right? Or maybe if it's a Sunday afternoon date, take her to a museum, take her out for coffee, take her out for ice cream, take her bowling. That's inexpensive. Take her to shoot pool. Never, ever, ever go to a sit-down restaurant on a first date with a woman. Guys, you're always going to lose.
Okay. No, definitely understand that. And let me go ahead and shout out my man Excessive right here. This is right on time. I'm meeting a POF catch at 7 tonight, Starbucks, and then from there. So shout out to the brother, man, for the $5 super chat. Guys, do me a favor and get the likes up on the video here real quick while we still have the guys here. Now,
here's another, listen, real quick before you move on, hold that thought. Here's the next level game tip. Let's say you're hungry and you want to go out to eat, right? Because a lot of times, I mean, you want to feed the girl, you want to feed yourself. Here's what I used to do. I actually did this for a little while. What I would do is I would take a girl on a tiered date. If she acted right at coffee, then maybe I took her to get maybe like scones or a soft pretzel or something. If she acted right, then maybe we would go for a walk on the Las Vegas Strip. If she still acted right, I would tell her, you know what? You've actually behaved yourself this date. I think I'm going to take you to dinner. What you are doing, and they always laugh because that's a turn on. What you're doing, you are quite literally telling her, you have acted right. You have earned the right. You have earned the privilege, rather, of me taking you out to dinner and maybe spending a little coin on you. And even if you do, you have to make her earn it. So take her on a tiered date. Listen, if she's a bitch during coffee, dude, don't take her out. Just pick her, take her ass home.
All right. So Mr. B says, what about a picnic? I think he's saying that's also, picnic is also good. Let me ask you this though, right?
No, hold on. No, picnics are not good. Picnics are good for pictures and movies, dude. Dude, are you kidding me? A picnic? No, get out of here with that, man. Like, listen, picnics are for married couples. Like, yeah, get out of here. Yeah, that's.
I would never.
That's idealistic. That's white picket fence, American dream. Like, I'm not trying to like badmouth the guy, but dude, picnics are corny.
All right, let me kind of go back to how do you know? Because let's say, I know in the hood, right? I called it the moving target. You know what I mean? Okay. A woman is walking, she don't know you there. You like, how niggas are in the hood, niggas. We gon', you know what I'm saying? If we see her, we gonna get on her.
You're gonna holler.
Excuse me. And she don't know who that we there, and she startled or shit. Now that does work. And niggas in the hood know what I'm talking about. You see somebody with a fat ass. You don't look that good in front, but you see the booty in the back. You're like, oh, nigga. So you holler, you heard, look, I had to stop you, boo. You was looking good. She know you was there, right? So I know a lot of niggas use that kind of moving target.
Hey, guess what, bro? That game works, man. Like, listen, women respect. Listen, by the way, what you're describing, that's the mode 1 approach right there in action, homie. Right? Dude, you come at a girl like that, yo, you were looking too good to pass up. Let's talk. Like, dude, like, a girl's either going to shoot you down or she's going to give you the ditch and you're going to hit that ass.
Right. And that's the moving target kind of, niggas are very good at this, hitting the moving target. But what I want to know is this. Shout out to my big bro, World Semester, man. Thank you for the donation on PayPal the other day for $100, man. I'm meaning to get back to you about that. Thank you so much, brother. Let me ask you about this, though. But how could that work? Because you don't really know if the woman is showing interest. So what do you really mean when you say that?
Well, there are a couple of things that women and I'm not going to go over all of them. I'll just actually go over a couple of them. There are a couple of things that that women do that, well, one is obvious, one not quite so obvious. And here's what I mean here. The first indicator of interest is prolonged eye contact, right?
Okay.
If a woman keeps looking if a woman keeps looking in your direction, that means she is probably interested. But prolonged eye contact is, to me, that is by far and away the number one way that women use to signal attraction to a man. Now, like men, women like to look at attractive men. That's just the way it is. If a beautiful woman makes prolonged eye contact with you guys, I'm telling you right now, she 100% wants you to approach her and strike up conversation. Now, I want you to keep in mind here, guys, that there are many different kinds of eye contact. There's incidental eye contact, which we have with most people. You make eye contact with each other in passing. Maybe you make eye contact with someone at the grocery line, sitting in a traffic light, passing by the office. This kind of eye contact is innocuous and mostly benign. There's also the I'm not interested type of eye contact. You and a female lock eyes for a split second and she looks away. You know she's not interested. That says to you in no uncertain terms, I see you, we happen to lock eyes, but I'm not interested in you. Guys, listen, never approach a woman who looks away from you when you make eye contact. It's going to be an embarrassing episode, to be sure. The kind of eye contact that I'm talking about is the kind of very clear eye contact. It is an indicator of interest. It is a 2 to 3 second eye contact with a woman. You and a woman lock eyes and you both maintain eye contact for 2 to 3 seconds to show your dominance, guys. Too many guys fuck this up. You make eye contact with a woman. You think to yourself, oh shit, she's attracted to me. Oh my God, what do I do? And you look away. No, don't look away. You maintain eye contact until either she looks away, or at that point, you need to walk over to her and maintain that eye contact because she knows you're coming. To show your dominance, guys, do not look away. Guys, listen, she will always look away first and she will smile. Now, here's another thing. If she looks down, okay, and looks shy, that is showing submissiveness and attraction. If she keeps eye contact for more than 3 seconds, maintain eye contact and walk over to approach her. One of my most successful go-to lines when this happens, right? And this is sort of to break the ice. So let's say I'm I don't know, I'm at a grocery store and I'm in the fruit aisle and I make prolonged eye contact with a woman, right? She doesn't look away. I don't look away. I walk all the way over to approach her and I say, you know what? I could tell you were just dying to look at my ass. So I figured I'd come over and introduce myself. I'm Donovan and you are. And she laughs, right? And then you run game from there. That's how that goes. You just have to think quickly on your feet. Or you walk over to her. I'm sorry, were you just looking at my ass? No, I wasn't. Listen. And of course, she'll deny it and laugh. No, hold on, sweetheart. Listen, it's not a crime to look at a man's ass. Like, if you want to take a look, like, here it is right here. Dude, she's laughing her ass off. She's charmed. She's joking. It's the best part of her day. Closing the deal at that point is child's play. Again, if you make eye contact and she looks away, guys, keep it moving. But if you make and keep prolonged eye contact for at least 2 seconds, don't look away. You make her look down to break eye contact, and then you approach. That's how this works.
Okay. No, I like those lines, man. You know, I'm about to use that. And again, that does take, you know what I mean, some confidence, though, brothers, you know what I mean, to pull that lines off.
Oh, yeah, of course it does. And so, dude, listen, some girls are like, I wasn't looking at your ass. Even if she has like an attitude, well, fuck you, nigga, I wasn't looking at your ass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were looking at my ass. I caught you. I took a picture of you looking at my ass. Let me go ahead and get it here, right? Dude, even if she's not feeling you, she can't help but laugh. And a lot of times you can turn that around, right? If she wasn't feeling you at first, if you're showing that wit in that game, dude, that might turn her around. And here's another thing, going back to the giving the phone number instead of getting her phone number, not to reprise this debate, but a lot of girls, like when they see a guy and you run your game and she's not interested, okay, cool. If you give her your phone number, she's still not going to be interested. And a lot of guys say, well, if you get her phone number, she's not going to call you. Probably so. But if you get her phone number, hey, you seem cool, give me your phone number, we'll hang out sometime. Now, she's giving you your phone number, just like ARC said, man. It's true that women give out their phone numbers just to get you to leave them the fuck alone. But guess what? By going for the phone number, in her mind, she says, you know what? I really wasn't feeling this guy, but you know what? I liked his approach. That was kind of ballsy. I don't really like the way he looks, but you know what? He was ballsy enough to approach me. You know, if I get bored, maybe I'll give him, maybe when he texts me, I'll give him some play, right? You can change a woman's mind by being bold. Even if you fucked up the entire pickup, by getting her phone number from her, going for the phone number, you at least increase your chances from 0 to maybe 5 or 10%. That's a chance.
It is a chance. It is a chance. It is a chance. Definitely is a chance. Let me kind of get back to this reason of like, should you give an early date or not? But like, okay, let's, because you give a example of being in an actual grocery store or something like that. When should, you maybe you've already covered this, but is there a certain time frame that a guy should agree to go out on a date with a woman? Like if I was your client and you say don't agree to the early date, okay, well then is it after a month? Is it after 2 months, or how long?
Okay, so are you talking about time or the time that passes by?
Well, both. Because
so if you came to me and said, "Hey, look, I just got a girl. I just got the number from this big booty chick." You said, "Don't agree to an early date." What time should I set up the date? 9 o'clock. You can't go wrong with 9 o'clock. You cannot go wrong with 9 o'clock. The only women that you are going to fuck before the hours of 8 or 9 o'clock are your fuck buddies, right? Your fuck buddies, your friends with benefits. The reason why is because they have husbands and boyfriends. They're trying to get the dick before they have to go home or go out with their friends or do whatever. But if you're talking about a woman that you didn't know previously before you talked to, no, 9 o'clock is the standard time, because dude, she's not. Listen, man, if you want a chance to fuck her, do not agree to a 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7:30 date. Because, dude, you can be even if you're done at 9 o'clock, guess what? She can still go home and get raw dogged by Tyrone. Okay. Right? Okay. Draquan is still waiting on her at the house. Nah, you want to eliminate that. If she goes out with you on a 9 o'clock date, that means that she is interested in you. She doesn't have some back nigga waiting on you.
Okay, let me throw some shit in the game, right? For our brothers who live in other parts of the world. I'll let everybody know right now. I'm actually in Johannesburg. I've been in Johannesburg for like 4 days.
Johannesburg,
yeah, I got a really cheap ticket, so I came down here. So I'm in Johannesburg, and then so from what people have told me, is that here it's dangerous. I've heard that in certain parts of Africa, certain parts of the Philippines, certain parts of Brazil, things like this. Okay. If they don't know a guy, hey, how do I know you're not gonna, do certain things to me or whatever? So sometimes women will say, well, it's a date in the open a little earlier because I'm fearful that I don't know you, I don't trust you, and things of that nature.
So you're telling me that women actually say this out loud to you?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I've been since I've been talking to people here, both men and women. A lot of times, women like, because things can happen, in more dangerous places, right? So what if the woman is saying, well, it's not like I don't want to, do anything with you, but it's just the fact that, hey, I'm not sure if, you're going to, kidnap me or something like that. What is that still bullshit or what?
No. And I mean, I've never run pickup game in I guess what could be characterized as a third world country. No, those are real concerns.
Okay.
Women in Johannesburg, South Africa are concerned about you kidnapping her and, putting her in a basement and raping her for a month, because that shit actually happens. I'm sure that happens in the United States, but it's far less likely, so women aren't concerned about that. I would also submit this to you. The more dangerous you appear to be in the United States, the more attractive women become to you.
Oh, right? Say it again. Say that again.
Yeah, again, in the U.S., the more dangerous you appear to be, the more American women are attracted to you. Right. And the reason why they're attracted to that is because they know they're in a safe country. They know that even if you look dangerous as a motherfucker, chances are you're not going to get away with kidnapping and raping her for a month. Right. Okay. So, he's dangerous. Dude, they get all of the best. They get all of the best without any of the worst, man. American women have it great. But yeah, with regards to that, I wouldn't know how to overcome that because I've never run pickup game in South Africa. Someone actually just mentioned this in the comments regarding the number. Donnell says at this point, I exchanged numbers. That, you know what? Alpha Male Strategies and I actually talked about this off the air before we went live. Because he told me that he likes to exchange numbers, and I said, you know what, you could incorporate that in your game. So instead of, hey, you seem cool, here's my phone, put your number in, you guys can do it like this. Well, hey, you seem cool. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you my number if you give me yours. Boom. So now you're making her earn your phone number in exchange for her number. So what you're doing is you're placing value on your digits. And the value is the cost. What's the cost? You give me your phone number, I'll give you yours. That's how that works. So that's just another variation of game in that regard. So see, we're all learning. Okay. So all right. So let me do this here, guys. Get the likes up here on the on the video. Let's talk more about actually the early date.
Let's say you do get the 9 p.m. date. Okay.
Okay.
She comes at 9 p.m. All right. So she comes at 9 p.m. and she doesn't give it up at that first date. Then I mean, so because guys are gonna have these questions, right? Like, okay, she comes at 9 p.m. Then what? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. If it's a first, second, or a third date, if she agrees to a 9 p.m. date, okay, let's just call it worst case scenario, right? Okay. Let's say she agrees to a 9 p.m. date and she's fucking a nigga at midnight. Okay, cool. That's no loss to you because guess what? You're not taking her out to dinner on the first, second, or third date anyway, right? Okay, so she went off and fucked another nigga. All it cost you was $8, $4, $4 for a cup of coffee each. Right. Maybe you guys got ice cream. What's that? $10 tops? No big deal. Listen, this is the cost of the game. This is the cost of doing business. So you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. That's just how it goes. Okay.
So then let me ask you this, right? When should be, as a subtopic, because I know this is not the topic of the situation, but when should brothers, you get the late date, you're or the meetup or whatever. At what point should these guys be looking for, when should I be looking to close chicks out in the bedroom?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. As men, or as red pill aware men, you should know when a woman becomes attracted to you. Now you have to understand, if you take a woman out on a coffee date, you can't automatically just expect her to become attracted to you just because she's there in front of you. Just because she agreed to meet up for coffee or meet up for ice cream or meet up for a soft pretzel, that doesn't mean she wants to fuck you. Okay? It's up to you to push the interaction forward sexually. Tease her, neg her, make her qualify herself to you. Ask her questions. What kind of car do you drive? What did you go to school for? And whatever she says, well, I went to school for women's studies. Don't say, oh, that's great. Be like, really? Why did you go to school for women's studies? Quiz her. Like, listen, make her earn your respect. Right. This is what you have to do. It's like I said on the other podcast the other day. The way I present myself to girls is I'm not the foregone conclusion. Okay. Like just because I showed up doesn't mean I'm sticking my dick in you. You got a little bit of work to do. Yeah. I'll shell out $6-8 for some coffee and ice cream. Right. But guess what? The spotlight is on you. You're on. So I'm asking you to dance, monkey dance. Now fucking dance. And I'll decide if I want to throw bananas at you or not. That's how that works. Women like this because men don't quiz women. Women don't squeeze women like that. Men don't make women qualify themselves to them. All a man asks is, what do you do for a living? I'm a secretary at a really boring office. Oh, that's fascinating. What was your family life like? Oh, my mom was a single mother, got pregnant at 16. Oh, that was fascinating. I have an affinity for young, strong single mothers, blah, 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 blah. What kind of car do you drive? A broke down 1971 Toyota Camry. Oh, those are, a vintage vehicle. Unbelievable. Nah, man. Like, don't be impressed with anything she says. The only time you should show that you're impressed is if you are actually impressed.
Okay.
Like, what's your body fat percentage? Yeah, I'm actually at 8% body fat. Yeah, really. And here's the thing. Well, I'm 8% body fat. That's when he smirked me like, prove it. Well, how do I prove it? Tell you what, stand up, turn around. Let me look at your ass. And when she turns around, she sees a nice ass. You totally lied. You're at 10% body fat. You both share a laugh. Now you're building sexual attraction. That's how you do this. So now going back to your question, Oshay, well, how do I know when to close the deal? That's when you close the deal. When a woman will let you know when you have built up enough sexual attraction. You have no right to ask a woman to come back to your place to see your vintage record collection if you're asking her interview questions and telling her that she's great. Right? What kind of apartment do you live in? I live in a 1-bedroom broke down apartment. Oh, fascinating. That's wonderful. You have a place of your own. I'm on Section 8. Well, the government should take care of single mothers. So you're just out here trying to make it like everybody else. No, it doesn't work that way. Make her qualify herself to you. And by making her qualify herself to you, she becomes attracted to you. You want to know why she becomes attracted to you when you make her qualify herself to you? Because you are showing her that your time and energy and attention is worth something. And women value what they are required to work for, like everything else, up to and including your affection and attention.
Mm-hmm. Wow. No, that is, absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the truth. Guys, do me a favor. It's good to see Marcus Brown. Good to see some of you brothers in here, man. All you brothers, good to see you guys. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon, man. I want to thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. Me and Donovan on Patreon. In fact, Donovan, go ahead and make you a moderator so you can put your, you have a Sharpe assistant here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can promote Donovan's Patreon. We have 232 people watching right now. Do me a favor, guys. Let's get up some likes, man. We're going to have a great month this month in June. A lot of great shows. A great vlog coming here. I was I wasn't able to get as much footage as I would want because my baggage was delayed one day. And shout out to Tony Maceo. But Johannesburg is a great city. I did get robbed by the police for about $100.
Woo, got shook down.
I gotta talk about that. But
hey, tell them how they wanted to hang out with you after they shook you down. Listen, I know we just shook you down for $100, but what are you doing tomorrow night?
Yeah, niggas robbed me and they called me the next day trying to hang out, like go to the club and shit. So yeah, these niggas is crazy. But I'm gonna talk about that, man. So I had to take this trip because my European Union card is expiring pretty soon, and so I'm renewing it, and I won't be able to get it my new stamp to travel in August. So yeah, man, niggas got me. So be safe when you're coming out here, man. The police be the ones that get you. Shout out to Harry Mingo for $20. Let me let's talk about these small talk conversations that a lot of guys are having at the date that are date killers.
Yep.
And you just mentioned some, but me, okay, if I'm on a date with a woman, like I try to ask questions that are open ended, not closed.
Yes. Yeah, make her talk.
Let's talk about more type of bad questions that these guys might be asking, when we're on a date with women. Let's talk about some good ones.
Yeah. So some bad questions that you can ask a woman out on a date. We already went over a few. What do you do for a living? What kind of car do you drive? God, what are some? See, dude, I haven't asked these kinds of questions in so long. It's hard to think of them. So tell me about your family. And don't get me wrong, you want to ask her about her family, but when a man says, tell me about your family, he doesn't really care about her family. He thinks that he should be doing that. Oh, look, he's concerned with my family, so he wants to date me. No. Mm-hmm. Right. He doesn't really care about the family because he's blue pill. Now, a nigga like me, I care about the family more specifically. So here's what I do. Here's a good question. Okay. Talk to me about your relationship with your father. What's that like? I can promise you, no one's ever asked her that question before, right? And if she says, well, why do you want to make sure that, why are you asking me questions about my dad? Because I want to make sure you don't have any daddy issues. Like, about girls who have daddy issues, right? What's she going to do? Say no? No, everybody knows about girls with daddy issues. No, talk to me about your relationship with your father. Like, talk to me about that. Those are good questions. She knows that you are fishing. She knows that you're fishing for slut tells. And if she knows you're fishing for slut tells, she knows that you will disqualify her if you pick that up. Right. So you're not interviewing her at all. What you're doing is you're making her qualify herself to you. Talk to me about your relationship with your father. Okay. Listen, so you got a degree. What's your degree in? In economics. Really? What branch of economics are you trying to? Well, I'm not really working in economics now. Wait, you got a college degree? You're not using it? Why? Like, what happened? Right? Mm-hmm. Well, it's because of blah, 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 blah. Because of blah, 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 blah. That is her qualifying herself to you. She wants to give you an answer so that she doesn't look like a vapid airhead for having a college degree and $250,000 worth of student debt, which, by the way, in her mind is bad for you because, again, women are always thinking long-term. Shit, man. I mean, I'm not thinking about marriage now, but shit, like, is this guy going to not date me? Because if we do decide to get married, I'm going to have $250,000 worth of debt. This is how women think, right? So you have to ask questions of women that force her to justify her decisions to you. What kind of shoes are those? Oh, these are, I don't know. Those are Prada shoes. Ooh, how much you pay for them? $450. You paid $450 for those shoes? You're not, dude, don't say this. Oh, you paid $450 for shoes. Well, you're a woman who really knows your shoes. No, you're not impressed with that. Dude, bitch, if you're spending $450 on shoes, guess what you're going to expect from me? $450. No, not impressed. Sweetheart, like, seriously. And dude, you can even call her out on this, sweetheart. It's funny, like, I'm stuttering because my mind works faster than my mouth, but I've actually used this on a couple of chicks who said, oh, I paid $150 for shoes. I'm like, dude, I don't pay $40 for shoes. And I tell them, I always use this line, in bizarre world, if we were to ever get married, this ain't going to work out. Because I'm telling you right now, if it's over 3 figures, you ain't getting them shoes. And they always laugh because they know how stupid it is to spend fucking $300 on shoes. So again, you're forcing her to qualify herself to you. That dress looks good on you. What size are you? right? That's not an interview question. What size are you? What is that asking, Oshay? How thin are you, right? What size are you? I'm a size 6. She's probably a size 10, but she's telling you size 6. Why? Because she wants you to like her. And if she wants you to like her, she is qualifying herself to you. Your hair smells good. I can smell your hair from here. What kind of shampoo do you use? That's a qualifying question. You didn't tell her hair smells good. You told her, I think I smell your hair. Is that your hair? Let me smell. Don't give her any indication that you think it smells good. Just a confusing look on your face. What kind of shampoo do you use? What's she going to do, Oshay? I use Pantene Pro V. I paid $7 and it makes my hair smell good. Okay. Qualifying herself to you. I want him to think I use good shampoo because my hair smells good. These are the things that you want to do. These are the things you want to do. Don't ask her shit like, well, what do you think of abortion? Okay. What do you think of the weather? What do you think of politics? Oh boy, I tell you what, that Donald Trump, No, you don't give a shit what her check this out. The reason now, as a side tangent, you don't give a shit what her political affiliations are, because if you decide to make her your main chick, guess what her political affiliations are? Whatever your political affiliations are. You're getting on the Donovan Sharpe program. I could give two fucks whether or not you supported Hillary. I don't give a fuck. If you're with me, you're not supporting Hillary. Like that's all there is to it. So I don't give a fuck. Well, don't you want to hear about my political associations? No, actually, I'm not interested in that. Talk to me about your shoes again, right? Talk to me. Talk to me about how long have you been at your job? 6 months. You've only been there for 6 months. How old are you? 26. Well, what'd you do before that? Right? Those aren't interview questions. You're letting her know, well, what did you do before that? Do you bounce from job to job, which connotes irresponsibility? Like, these are all things that force women to qualify herself to you. And by doing this, you make yourself not a foregone conclusion. Dude, you don't want bitches to think that all they have to do is show up and they're going to get what you got. No, man, you got to make them earn that shit. Fuck that.
Let me ask you this, right? Because you have a dude about $1.
All about $1 says this is game for white girls. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, let me ask you this though, because that's let me shout out to Monty Bear. Thank you, brother, for the power super chat. Everett Overton, Dari 9, Bagley 232. Appreciate the great inside info, brothers. It's been a long time since we've done the show, man. At least get the likes up. We got 257 watching. Y'all niggas acting like y'all ain't seen me in a while, man. So at least get the likes up real quick. Only 116, man. That's just really unacceptable for a channel of great, magnificent black men like you guys. And we put this show together. Get the likes up, man, because the likes are free. You know, Donovan is on fire like NBA Jam, Air Morris. So why haven't you niggas to like the video? You know what I'm saying? Like the video. Let me ask you this, right? Because this dude is saying, okay, yeah, it does work, but it only works on white women or non-black women, or white women who are your shout out to Quentin Maldonado for 489. It works on women who are either black acting white, like suburban black women, or what do you have to say to that?
No, you're wrong. Listen, dude, the hardware might be different. The software is the same, right? Asking a girl about her college degree, asking her to qualify herself to you, that is universal. Okay, so you can say that this is game for white girls all you want. No, this is game for all women. What? So you're telling me that you don't want black women to qualify themselves to you? You're telling me that you want black women to think that they can get the dick for free? Nah, bro, not happening that way. Black Blaze in 2003 actually makes a very good point. He says, Donovan has a point, but don't get too girly with the questions. Men don't care about women's fashion. Here's the thing. It's not what you ask, it's how you ask it. Don't say, oh, girl, where did you get those shoes? No, you say it like this. And again, don't look impressed. Be like, those shoes look expensive. What kind are those? Well, these are Prada. Really? How much did you pay for those? Right? You're not interested. You're not giving her kudos for looking good. At that point, you're asking her, okay, I can see you got some expensive shoes on, so I'm gauging what kind of taste you have. Because if you think I'm the type of nigga that's gonna buy you $450 shoes, you got another thing coming, boo. So I'm asking you, well, how much did you pay for those shoes? And you need to have a look of skepticism on your face, because you're not gonna let her know that you approve of women spending $450 fucking dollars on shoes. Not a chance. That's how you qualify that question. Now, when you say, wow, that dress looks good on you. No, I didn't say, oh, I like that dress. No, that dress looks good on you. What size are you? Well, I'm a size 4. Oh, size 4. So you managed to stay thin, huh? Are you a gym rat? You see how you transition from one to the other? Oh, you're a size 4. Do you go to the gym? That's not an interview question. That's a question that says, do you stay fit? Qualify yourself to me. Are you a woman who's going to get fat if I decide to fuck you on the regular? Are you a woman who doesn't take pride in her personal appearance? This is universal game. This works on all women. And the type of women this game doesn't work on are women you don't want to fuck with in the first place. I'm not trying to hear it, bruh.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Shout out to Truman Carr, man. The $2 I get paid on Tuesday. Shout out to you, brother. Let's talk about. I mean, I know we have a few minutes
Somebody
left.
gets paid on Tuesday. I
We
love
got
it.
about 5 or 10 minutes left. Yeah,
I love it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got 10 minutes. God damn, dude.
this is a
Time
good show.
fucking flies when I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, man. We already got like 271. So guys,
Might have to do a part 2 on this.
yeah, man. We'll do a part 2 definitely. I'll be back to I'll be back. Well, I won't be back into Poland until 24 hours because I got a 10-hour layover in Amsterdam. So
What?
Yeah. So
Oh, bro, listen, dude. Me and my brother visited Amsterdam back when I was like 23. Dude, prostitution is just. And this is funny. This is before I had game. I was so bad with women. And my brother's like, dude, like it's okay to pay for pussy out here. Like guys in the military do it all the time. I'm all scared. It's like, I don't want to get an STD. I'm afraid of women. Oh God. Yeah. If you want easy pussy, go out to Amsterdam, dude. I remember, dude. My brother and I approached these chicks in Amsterdam. They said, no. You too big. You're too big. Like the myth. I'm like, God damn. Like it's like that over here too. Crazy.
Damn.
Just a little side story. Just side story.
Yeah, man. So I guess that I'm not gonna obviously I'm be laid over, so I might check out a little bit of the or just fucking crash at the airport because I have a
the airport club, guys. Not
and guys like this place is like maybe $60 or $70 a night in this place. It's called the Santon Sky. So if you come here, it's actually pretty cheap, to be honest. So. Yeah, I mean it's not really expensive. You might pay a lot of money like in the cleaning fees and taxes and stuff, but I also, by the way, guys, I ran into Pam from Martin, the show. She was here like 2 nights ago.
Arnold?
Yeah. So she was here.
How about that shit?
Yeah, Tashina Arnold. Yeah, she's in South Africa.
She's ugly as fuck though, but she was funny on that.
She wasn't that ugly. She was kind of cute.
Oh, bruh. No, she was not kind of cute. The bitch looked mad all the goddamn time, dude. No. I was all about listen, Shanae looked better than Pam.
Oh, I don't know about
Of
that.
course, I say that tongue in cheek, but Pam, she just didn't do it for me.
Damn, Tashina Arnold, she got 1.3 million followers.
God damn, I didn't even know I didn't know people knew who Tashina Arnold was. God damn.
Yeah. So, and if you guys don't believe me, if you want to see her, right, she actually is in the same hotel I'm at right now. So she's in Santon. Go to her Instagram. So we're actually in the same hotel. I didn't say anything to her, but yeah, she is here. So shout out to her. She's actually,
listen. Hold on now. Listen, Pam had a nice body, right? Ain't nothing wrong with fucking a butterface. So if you're gonna fuck Pam, you gotta fuck her. Listen, God created doggy style for ugly chicks. So listen, if you want to fuck Pam, cool. Just make sure you do it from the back. That's all.
Yeah. So yeah, she's here.
A lot of guys a lot of guys thought she looked good. My dad liked Pam. My dad thought Pam looked good. I don't know. Different strokes, different folks, I guess.
Yeah, she walked in yesterday. She said, "Oh, they got a hooker." So she was hella ghetto. But so I saw her. That was cool. And like I said, she's staying in the same place that I'm staying at right now. So guys, yeah, you can run into anybody here at the Santon Sky. So if you guys ever decide to come through, a lot of Nigerian dudes, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers who got money that stay here. You could get here for like $70-$60 a night for real. So
here we go. We got a hater says this dude is lame as hell. You want to be me, dude? It's all right. Your secret's safe with me.
Right.
That's
so.
Man, don't ban him. Don't ban him. Listen, Carlos, I get it. Like you want to be me, that's okay. Just soak up the game. It's okay. You're welcome. Changing your life here.
Yeah. So
somebody got him. No, don't shoot him down. Leave him in.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. Sorry about that. All right.
BDB. Yeah, man. So I mean, because everybody, they miss these shows, guys. Do me a favor, get the likes up. So Donovan, man, let everybody know like what's really been going on with you, man. Because obviously you're not on YouTube anymore. The only time you do come on YouTube is when you appear on these shows with me. Just let everybody know like where they can find you and all these things, stuff like that.
Yeah, guys, I talk about this stuff all the time on my website, donovansharpe.com. It is the only place to get my content exclusively. My show TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe airs weekdays at 1:00 Eastern, 10:00 a.m. Pacific. And it airs live. It's the only place you can get my show live. It's the only place you can get the replays of my live shows. My content is nowhere else. It's not on YouTube. It's not on SoundCloud. It's not on Vimeo. I got warnings. I got warnings from SoundCloud. Vimeo kicked me off. YouTube took both of my channels. So now I own my audience, and my audience is not as obviously it's not as big as it used to be, but the audience that I do have, they're very supportive. So if you guys want that game, man, listen, the live stream is free. So just make sure you're there on donovansharpe.com at 1:00 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it, become a $5 Patreon. You have all access to all of the TSR live archive videos and audio. Tafiq Lawal says, what do you do when women try to interview you? Well, you flip the script, right? So, for example, let's say a woman asks, and again, I saw somebody in the chat that says, don't have a serious conversation with them. So if a woman tells you, so what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a drug dealer. What about you? Right? And just be completely serious with it, because now she's thinking, wait, are you joking? Like, are you serious? If she doesn't know, that's intrigue. No, seriously. Like, what do you do for a living? I told you I'm a drug dealer. I deal cocaine. I deal heroin. Like, are you serious? Like, are you seriously a drug dealer? Listen, wait a minute. How much did you pay for those shoes? Right? Boom, you flip the script. Or wait, hold on. Before we get into this drug dealer stuff, is your hair always fire engine red? You know, well, I like to change it up a bit. That response is her qualifying herself to you. So when a woman tries to interview you, you flip the script. You quickly answer the question. And if she answers a question, here's the thing. Here's another thing where guys go completely wrong. If a woman asks you a question and you directly answer it, she is in control. She is in control of the interaction. If she's asking questions and you are answering, she is in control. Think of when you go to a job interview. The interviewer has control because you are there for the job. Where did you work before then? What are your 3 best attributes? What are your 3 weaknesses? They're in control. You are acquiescing to their frame. When you are sitting in front of a girl on a date and she's asking you rapid fire questions and your answer, what do you do for a living? I'm an accountant. What kind of car do you drive? I drive an Audi. I drive an Audi A5. Where do you live? I live in a really nice apartment building. You're qualifying yourself to her, dude. No, don't qualify herself. Don't qualify yourself to her. Make her qualify herself to you and flip the fucking script. If you are asking the questions, you are in control. And girls try to flip the script all the time and get all that control, right? So, right. Well, you know, how much did you pay for those shoes? Well, how much did you pay for yours? I asked you first, right? Dude, go back and forth. And women want to know that you can go back and forth with them. They want to know that you can rib them. They want to know that you can that you can maintain that frame. That's how you do it.
All right, no, and thanks. That's good information.
Donovan got that white boy swag. I fucks with it though. No, the reason why he says I got white boy swag is because I sound like a white guy.
Shout out to yes_mess. I'm broke, but I'll put $2 on the offering plate. So thank you, man, for that. And you guys know, right? This is Moderator Awards month, so I'll run it from now to the first week of July. So we'll get the polls up. You know, we're gonna do the same thing we did for the Negro Manosphere Awards. We're gonna do it for the moderators this time. And I want to let you guys know. Thank you guys who are the moderators. You guys make sure that you know all the shows and shit are legit here on the channel. I just appreciate the whole Negro Manosphere community, man. Like, it's just awesome.
Yeah,
like,
they're good to us.
I'm writing more stuff today.
Yeah,
I wrote an article.
man, you making bitches mad out here, bro. You making them mad, homie.
I mean, I'm not as good as these guys, you know what I mean? Because these guys are professionals, but I'm trying to, you know, become the newcomer on the blog. So I've been, you know, columning at least once a week. This column I wrote about a few reasons why Nigerian men are taking away sexy Black South African women. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I wrote a few other articles too. You know, like a few reasons why Black men are running away from Black women, single mothers. I talked about before that how to increase your chances of getting laid on Facebook by being thirsty, which was Nigerian men need to stop kissing their mother's butt, is running the white women to answer for Black men. So I've been talking about some serious things. And the next one I'm going to write is Dear White People, if you love us, let us fail. So that was going to be yeah. So guys, so I've been trying to get my Donovan Sharpe on, my Alan Roger Curry on. So
I got you.
Yeah. So just anything else, man? I know you and Alan definitely going to be going to the 21 convention.
The 21 convention. Real quick. Yeah, that's going to be cool. The 21 convention is quite literally it's really another name for a red pill convention. Dude, it is Red Pill All-Star Central. A few guys you guys might know. Rollo Tomasi's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Alan Roger Curry is going to be there. Ed Lattimore is going to be there. 21 speakers. Obviously, that's why it's called the 21 convention. And listen, it's going to be a great time down there, man. They're flying us down on their dime, putting us up in a hotel. And for 4 days, we get to, impart our red pill wisdom on the masses in front of a live audience. We all get to hang out with each other. And good. Yeah. Rob Cruz says he got his ticket. And the thing is that, yeah, I'm there to speak and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of fans there, but I'm going to be a bit of a fucking fanboy. I can't wait to meet Alan Roger Curry, man. Yes, I'm going to get his autograph. Yes, I'm going to get pictures with him. Ed Lattimore, going to get his autograph. Rollo Tomasi, going to get his autograph. Dude, listen, check this out. I'm Donovan Sharpe. There's no doubt about that. But these are guys that have helped change my life, man. And it's gonna be a privilege and an honor to go down there and hang out with those guys and impart some of my wisdom and maybe learn something myself. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let me just shout out to Cootie Slide. He says, let me say this real quick. He says, this guy is fascinated by Nigerian men. Actually, no. Here's the thing. Nigeria is actually a target market of ours. That's a market that we are infiltrating, right? So we write articles for that target market. We have at least 2 Nigerian writers. The guy who runs the website is Nigerian. So Nigeria is a target market. Kenya is a target market, and South Africa is a market. So
hang on a second. He said you're obsessed with Nigerian men.
Yeah, I mean the guy doesn't understand.
No, hold on. Hold on. Let me explain this. Yes. Oshay is obsessed with Nigerian men. You want to know why? Because Nigerian men pay the bills, right? Dude, PUA's pickup artists, they're obsessed with women. Not obsessed with them, but they're obsessed with talking about women. Why? Because that's what pays the bills. Sports talk radio hosts are obsessed with LeBron James and Tom Brady. You want to know why? Because when they mention these two guys, their phone lines light up. Their ratings go up. Dude, don't hate on someone for recognizing a market deficiency and capitalizing on it. Like, dude, that's shaming technique, man. Like, come on, man, don't do that. You're better than that.
Yeah.
Oshay is not obsessed with the Nigerian men. He's obsessed with success. And the reason why he's writing articles about Nigerian men is because y'all are reading articles about Nigerian men, right? Listen, We don't talk about what we want to talk about. We talk about what you want to talk about. You guys drive the bus. So if we recognize a market demand or a market deficiency, guess what? We are going to be obsessed with the issue of the day.
And another thing is, I would say this, and if you guys who, are from that country, why don't you put up your own men's rights blog and write on things for your people like we do? Then you wouldn't have to worry about the African Americans creating content for you guys because you don't do it for yourself outside of, this niche. So, hey, I'm just say it like this. My audience is 96% African American. I don't have to write for any other group. Our Patreons are like 99% African American guys, so we don't.
Right, and guess what? We're obsessed. And guess what? That means we're obsessed with African American guys because African American guys represent success.
Exactly. So we're writing for all brothers across all walks of, outside of the diaspora. Actually, it doesn't even make us any money when we write things for Kenya or South Africa or Nigeria.
People tell me that
we're trying to unite the brothers amongst one platform. So that's why we do it.
Hashtag white boy swag. Hashtag Donovan Sharpe.
Exactly. So you guys know that, we are the dominant voice in this Negro Manosphere blog media, across black men across the world. So if you guys, have a problem with it, then you put up your own site, which you're not going to do, and just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. You know what I mean? So guys, anything else you want to say?
No, man. I'm about to bounce out of here. Thanks for having me, guys. Like I said, DonovanSharpe.com for all things Donovan Sharpe, and we'll do this sometime soon, brother.
All right. So guys, listen, man, thank you guys for the support. Hotep. Like I said, this is an African American based blog, we write, I write certain things on certain topics, but I just want to say, shout out to the brothers from America. We have a lot of Nigerian brothers in America, that are from Britain. We have a lot of African brothers who are just, Jamaican in America. So like I said, men pretty much, we have the same. We all want to get laid. We all want to have different tips. So I want to thank you brothers that are in America for supporting us, supporting Donovan, because again, people were saying that we could not build an African American blog for black men, they would not support it. You guys have proven that wrong, right? You guys support more, I would say, than even white people. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tony Maceo. So, guys, you guys are doing a wonderful job, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Donovan. Thank you, Alan Roger Curry. Thank you, Rom. You guys are a great team, man. We have the best black male writing staff on planet Earth.
Straight up, it's not close.
I dare anybody to match us for our talent on our site. It's impossible. You can't do it.
O'Shea, you know they can't do it, man. There's no need to say anything, man. Come on.
We run this.
Come on, man.
All right. Yeah. So Donovan, let's do another show, man, in a few days, man. Thank you, brothers, again. Moderator Awards will be up. The poll will be up within the next 2 to 3 days. We're gonna even have like a lot of good categories. Female moderator, favorite YouTuber moderator, because we have some YouTubers who are moderators for us too. So guys, we look forward to it. Thank all you brothers, the moderators that do things for us. You guys are the best. We're out. Peace.
Later.
Oh, send me the link. Oh, for the link is Patreon. If you want my link, it's patreon.com/Negro Manosphere. For those guys who want to shout out to Falcon Black, man. Falcon, hit me up, brother, on WhatsApp, dog. And look, see you guys later, man. Peace.